Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine, and I dream broken dreams. I'll make them come true. I'll make them for you. Took it all away, I give it all away. You take my
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
The acclaimed, top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Getting all the fans entertained. The acclaimed, running in the game, and we in our own lane. Everybody saying that they wanna be acclaimed. The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? The king of rock, who? The king of rock, what? If you believe yours is the only way, then you're the fool who lives to die. Will you just hold on? Hell, you're gonna pay on the other side. Once you reach the other side.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
oh, there we go. Here we are. There we
Yes,
go. We live.
yes, 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 yes.
We
Woo!
are live. Good Lord, talk about the other side. Whew, how you feeling, Daniel? How you feeling?
Sir, I feel absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. It has been quite the week in the world of professional wrestling. My goodness, Dre, how are you feeling?
It is, as you said it, quite the week. Is an underestimated statement because so much has happened in the past. However long it's been, I don't even know where to start at. I don't know where to go, but I just know where we are, and it is fantastic. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the longest weekly episodic, Facebook podcast, Instagram live type of thing we got going on here that we're just making up as we go. The 3D Wrestling Podcast with myself, Dre Macon. How y'all doing today? And to the right or left of me, depending on how cross-eyed you are, we got Mr. Daniel Lamar, aka.
Oh, sorry. It's the one and only DL. Right. Yeah.
And we got some special guests going to join in with us in a few moments. We got Duran coming in as well, too. So, yeah, it's been a jam-packed full week, to say the least. I don't even know where to start at, but you was at Philly in itself.
I was me, my right-hand man, Will, the lovely number one fan of our show, the number one supporter, my brother Derek Martin and his lovely wife Amanda. We had ourselves a hell of a time on night 2. We had ourselves a hell of a time. As most people are aware, night 1 was tragic. Okay, just from a comfort level alone, the weather was not hitting in the ways that we really wanted it to be hitting. Okay, and just to be honest here, it was fucking freezing, and we were just not prepared for how cold it was going to be, but we toughed it out. It really kind of took away from, the excitement, because we're so, and you could even tell it watching it on TV, from the crowd standpoint. You can tell that, like, the crowd was a lot more calm night 1 than night 2, and it's because we were trying not to fucking get hypothermia. So it was just very much it was hard, but the parts that were great were fucking great. but night motherfucking two, Dre. Oh, let me also say, like, leaving Mania night one, me and Derek were literally talking about, like, this isn't how I'm supposed to feel after leaving WrestleMania. Like, how
Mm.
we were feeling. Like, it wasn't how we were supposed to be feeling. Like, you didn't have that I just watched WrestleMania night one feeling. So it took away from it. But that night two was serious business. Serious business, great vibes front to back. It was just everything hit. Every single match had a personal vendetta in the match because that stuff matters over here. But yes, it was nothing but great vibes. Great vibes.
I do agree with night one watching from the home standpoint. It didn't feel like WrestleMania. Like they said, it felt like a Raw. All of the special interests we got in night two, it feels like we only got like one or two in night one. And I don't know. Like I said, the code I think just affected everything. Maybe the performances as well with the superstars, because obviously you guys are cold. They got to be cold as well. They basically half naked out there. So something got to give.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it, but kudos to them for pulling it off. Um, we can just because there's a lot we got to get into. There's so
Yeah.
much that's happening that we got to get into. So, if you want to just start running down the card, and just how we felt about it, we go ahead and knock that out. We'll have Duran join in when he is available, and yeah, we will, just get a couple thoughts on what we felt about everything that went down.
So we'll start off with the first form of action WrestleMania weekend, and that was NXT Stand and Deliver. We'll go through that real quick. Basically, the key points of that show, they rushed through the card and gave us 40 minutes of dead space at the end.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
because it did end kind of early. Um, yeah, Stand and Deliver. So the key points from that, we got a new NXT Women's Champion, two-time champ Roxanne Perez. Once
Yep, yep.
again, congrats on her heel turn and everything like that. We got the debut of Julia in the crowd at NXT. So
That's
that's
gonna be crazy.
going to be crazy, going to be a big deal. And my prediction, she's going to be the one to take that title from Roxanne. If not, yeah, I don't know who else right now. But also we got a NXT North American Women's Championship coming. So
Yep, that's the thing.
that's in the books. Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin retained their titles. Um, but obviously that changed up a couple of days later.
I mean, they're going on to be bigger stars. Uh, the NXT Championship match, Dre. What are your thoughts? What were your thoughts on that? Good or bad?
It wasn't. I mean, I really could care less for it. I care less for the feud already as it is. The only
Yeah,
interest I had in that match is if Tony D'Angelo was going to win off of some like, you know, shenanigans and shit like that, like having a full heel turn. But it was nothing of that, and it was that. So,
that's fair. Yeah, it didn't
but
really live up to that. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. You can, because I was going to move on to something else.
Oh well, yeah, I'm ready to go on to the main event because we
Before
got
we
to
get
call a spade on that.
Before we get to the main event, the match of the night for me was the triple threat match for the North American title, and that's the big meaty man contest.
Absolutely,
Obafemi, Josh Briggs, and Dijak.
them boys tore the house down. Tore it down. People be forgetting how good Dijak is, bro. Like, because he's been doing this a long time. He has been
Dijak,
doing this a long time.
Dijak is getting his fanfare right now. He got his internet, the IWC behind him, and NXT behind him. So he
So there
building
was
up.
someone had a sign. Someone had a sign that said Dijak greater than the Rock in the crowd. That was great. Good for him. Dijak deserves his fucking flowers because he has been grinding for a long time.
And also shout out to Obafemi for holding his own. Like this man has only been in the business, I don't know for how long, most likely a cup
It
of
ain't
coffee,
long.
and it's
It
already
ain't long.
up like crazy. So he got it. Future superstar in the making, hopefully, if everything goes well. But yeah, let's get to that
Absolutely.
main event. Main event of Stand and Deliver.
It was fine. And maybe it's because of my own precedent that I set for it. It did not do what I thought it needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I'm in the minority with that, but I don't know. I guess I look at like when you're not in the title picture, when you're just building this story, a great story, great video packages. I think of Johnny and Tommaso and Take Over New Orleans and the build to that. So I'm getting that because that also main evented Takeover. So now when I'm looking at this story, I think what the problem is that the fact that sometimes I separate the idea of the fact that this is a developmental brand. So we got to also understand Trick is still young in this business. So it is wrong of me to set such a high precedent for it, but I did anyway. And like I just expected more. Like it didn't seem like the match itself didn't come across personal enough for me. Like it just like I just needed a little bit more, and the ending kind of just happened.
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere. Um,
Yeah,
and just like you said, like anytime we see a story that develops bigger than the title itself, we're expecting like a Johnny and Champa type of matchup. We're expecting, this and that. But just like you hit the nail on the head. At that point in their career, Johnny and Champa were already established wrestlers. Like they knew how to do everything. They knew how to go in and out and stuff like that.
yeah,
As far as Trick and Mello, well, Mello, he better get the call up soon. But Trick, they still are establishing themselves in the NXT brand, whereas they wasn't
yeah.
established like the Indies and stuff like that. So, um, it was good. They're going to have another match next Tuesday in a steel cage. So hopefully that also can build up and live up to their rivalry and stuff like that. But as far as a stand and deliver, I think we were just with the video packages, and like you said, it was just built up to this level that we was like,
Bro, that
and then
video package was fucking. It's like Rockin' Austin 17. For me, after that, it's Shawn and Triple H SummerSlam 2002, and then it's that Trick and Mellow, bro. It was
yeah,
that great.
yeah, it gets you to that point. So, but like I said, it wasn't well, according to the internet wrestling community, it definitely was not the worst match of WrestleMania weekend, in which we'll get into that in just a few moments. Um, but I think now we can move on to the coldest night in WrestleMania history, and that's WrestleMania Night One.
Um, yeah, cold as hell. I've been saying it for a long time that Rhea Ripley needs to come out to Motionless in White playing her theme song. I was very happy that was happening. I love the fact that everyone, because I've always said that Rhea Ripley and the singer Motionless in White are fucking twins, and then the internet took it by storm by saying that. So yes, it was great. She definitely had the aura around her. I don't think many people really thought Becky would win. Uh, or sorry, let me take that back. I don't think many people wanted Becky to win. I think people, might have thought that Becky would,
Mhm.
but yeah, Rhea showed that she's a fucking ring general. Wasn't the best match, but it was a very strong opener for sure. Um, yeah, I think and people are gonna compare, to go back to her and Charlotte. It was nowhere damn near her and Charlotte, but it was good. Becky fighting from underneath was good, and yeah, it was fine. I probably wouldn't watch it again, but it was it did what it needed to do as an opener for WrestleMania.
Yeah, like you said, it was there. Glad that Rhea won. They trying to basically kind of go off and say that Becky was sick during the match, which if she did, congrats to her for doing that and that type of conditions and stuff like that. So, but the
Absolutely.
match did what it need to do, and now we officially move on from this Rhea and Becky feud. And after this, I don't know where Becky goes, but I think she should just lay off for a while.
Yeah. Becky should take some time with Seth. They should go recoup and just chill out.
Yeah, that'd be the best bet. So we go on to the what was the second match of
I believe it was the tag team match.
the ladder match?
What? Oh, was it? Oh, I thought it was the Dominic.
You're right. That's what it was.
What was that? Right? Yeah, the Dom tag team. Listen, I understand you wanted that cool moment with Jason Kelsey. I love Jason Kelsey. I understand you wanted that cool moment to have in the Eagle Stadium. I get it. Dom should not have lost to his father again at WrestleMania. Yo, Derek said Becky looked like a box of Marlboro Reds at
I
WrestleMania.
literally said the same thing. I said that she looked like a goddamn she looked like a box of cigarettes. So
Well, my mother is calling me as I'm on the air. Mother, I'm on the air, podcasting live right now.
Oh.
Tell everyone who your favorite wrestler is.
Stone Cold.
Thank you very much. That's all I need.
There
I'll
we
call
go.
you when I'm done.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Mama right.
Mama right. Okay. So even listen, she's great. So yeah, as I was saying, what were you saying? I forgot where I was.
Dominic.
Oh, it was the ladder match? Well, it's all right. We'll go over that afterwards. But yeah, Dom should not have lost to his father again. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
Yeah, and that whole Jason Kelsey moment, it was really just random as hell. And we just really wasn't expecting it. Like when it happened, we was all like, the fuck? So
I knew
yeah.
he would be there in some fashion. I just didn't think it'd be like there.
Yeah, so that kind of fell flat, but yeah, you're right. Dominic
He ain't
deserves
Mexican. What's he doing out there, right?
with a mask. So
Shit was crazy.
Dominic deserves better, but you know, next year he's gonna get his lick back. And
he's gonna get his lick back. He's gonna take Ray's career. Absolutely.
But so yeah, the tag team ladder match. What are your initial thoughts on it?
The first thing I think of is Derek's wife being the angriest individual in the whole stadium that A-Town Down Under got those tag titles.
Does she not like them, or does she want someone else to win?
No, she despises them.
Oh, okay.
Despises them. And I know, you Grayson Waller's your man. Hates him. Said he can't even wrestle.
Jeez.
Yeah, hates him. The match was cool. It was a car crash. It did exactly what it needed to do. Car crash, fucking spot fest. Loved it. Johnny Gargano's slingshot DDT off the apron through the table to Pete Dunne. Beautiful. That JD McDonough table spot.
Crazy.
Insanity. But it looked beautiful. And our motherfucking truth getting his WrestleMania moment. Everyone in the stadium wanted it. Everyone loved it. I don't need them to have a long reign. They could have taken him off of them Monday. It wouldn't have mattered to me. We got what needed to be done, and that's what it was. So another fun match. Where all the matches were fun. Like there was no like, well, there was no like bad matches except for like one. But you know,
that's ironically the next match after all of that.
Let me find. I'm gonna go find the text, and the match people that we're referring to is Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. That happened, and I was hyped. You know, I was in the crowd getting my, all that, getting all my yeet on. It was great.
Just eating all over the place.
Yeah, it was. I gotta find it. I texted them. I texted Derek and his wife because we were in different seats. But where we at? Okay, yeah. So I literally just texted them. I said, So that match like wasn't what we expected, right? And like Derek had a good point. He said it did it for me. Jimmy and Jay have the same move set. And yeah, his wife was also like, it wasn't what we expected. I think this match just went to show that I have all the problems talking bad about this part of the card. They cut the next 4 matches in time. Yeah, Derek was in the crowd timing the matches. He was not happy. But yeah, Jimmy and Jay it just was off, man. It was off. It didn't do it started off good with the dive, and then it was just like, we gonna throw super kicks. And I'm like, what is happening right now? It was just strange. I don't know. Like Jay, we obviously know can wrestle singles well, very well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might just be like Jimmy isn't great at singles, you know, but I just felt like they should have had like it should have been something. It should have been something, and that was some people's match of the night going into Mania.
Definitely.
And it just didn't. It did not do what it was supposed to do at all. Like at all.
So I'm not. I got to rewatch it honestly. I remember watching it like fully throughout and invested, but it just nothing memorable pops out. But I think this match just falls victim to what we was talking about with Trick and Mello. Like we had the story, we had the build up for over a year.
Yeah.
It also has the backing of Brett and Owen, the backing of Matt and Jeff, and we're like, shit, this could possibly be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, whatever, brother versus brother match of WrestleMania history. So we was built on all of that and built on like a story coming out of it, and nothing.
Yeah. I will say, to me, it did translate better on TV than it did live, because there was a lot more talking live that we could like understand a little more. So I definitely liked it more on TV. But yeah, that wasn't one of those, yo, I got to go back and watch it immediately. It just didn't do it. And it was sad because my expectations were through the fucking roof for that match, man. It really was. But yeah, we'll just move on from that.
I was going to say, hopefully they redeem themselves, but it looks like we're not going to do that either, which we're going to talk about a little bit later as well, too.
Oh, we gonna talk about that.
So the next match after that was the big 3, and that is Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair versus Damage Control. We already knew what was happening here. 0-6 for Asuka at WrestleMania, but at the end of the day, sorry.
4-0 for Bianca.
4-0 for Bianca, 1-0 for Jade, and something in the works for Naomi. But how do you feel about that match? It did its job. It did its piece for me.
It did exactly what it was supposed to do. I didn't have high expectations for it. It was a Jade Cargill showcase, and yeah, they did what they had to do. The Black women, the Black Avengers, as I like to call them, their entrance was amazing. Thought it was lovely. I'm glad that they played Bianca's theme song when they all came down because, EST. So I was happy about that. But yeah, did what it had to do. Not super memorable, but like also didn't, different from Jimmy and Jayla. I didn't have a high expectation for it. So it was fine. It was cool.
It was a good moment. And like I said, it's a great debut for Jade, and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we just want to keep going further from there. After that, all right.
All right, let me go ahead and get it out the way. All right.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Now, as I said when we last talked, I've told you, I have said it numerous times on this podcast. My emotional investment when it comes to Sami Zayn is through the roof. I've said it numerous times. I've always like when Sami talks, he's got me. Okay, he's got me. Now, I went on record to say last week that Sami should not be in this match. And there's no chance in hell Sammy's walking out with this title. And Dre, I will tell you, even before the match, like leading up to WrestleMania, I still stuck by Sammy shouldn't be here. He's not going to win this match. As soon as they showed him backstage,
oh yes,
and they did that whole thing with the kid, with Gable, and then with Kevin, and him walking and getting pumped up, and then the crowd starting to build up, just seeing him walking, like hitting the thing, kicking the other thing. Then he sees Kevin, and Kevin's like, go do it. Slaps him, go do it. Right then and there, I knew everything I said was out the window. Right in that moment. I never switched up so fast in my life. I said, let's go, Sammy. Let's fucking go. That song kicked in. I was like, let's fucking go, Sammy. Bro, but even then, I didn't think he was gonna win. So, but I knew, and what do I say all the time? I say it to Derek, I say it to everybody. Sami Zayn is today in wrestling is the best underdog performer. Okay. No one is a better underdog performer than Sami Zayn. They literally used to call him, when he was in NXT, the underdog from the underground. Like, that man is a special underdog performer. And then the match was awesome. I don't give a fuck what anyone has to say. The match was awesome. Sammy getting his ass beat, still getting back up. Sammy's wife out there standing 10 toes for her man, because she don't give a fuck about no Gunther. She didn't give a fuck about none of that. She looked at him and she said, nah. If Sami Zayn's wife would have said nigga right there, I would have understood. All right. She's like, nah, I'm just playing actually in real life, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it was that great. But the fact that she's like, nah, it's over for you. She ain't have a ounce of it's over for you. And then Gunther falling victim, pandering to the people, taking his eye off the ball. Man, when Sammy kicked him, and then the move that I never thought I would ever see in a WWE squared circle. And as soon as Sammy got on that rope and hooked his head, I said, ain't no fucking way this is happening. There's no way that this is happening. That boy went up, brain buster on the top fucking turnbuckle, and then Michael Cole even going, brain buster. It was fucking phenomenal. Threw him a couple of haluva kicks, and then, bro, I bugged the fuck out. I stood in the middle of the stairs on the out. Yeah, fucking go, Sammy! Bro, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It was mwah. It was everything I needed it to be. Sami Zayn makes a believer out of people, man. How did you feel?
The moment itself was fantastic. It was great. It was possibly the best moment of that night, honestly. As far as feelings and stuff like that. I can't, as much as I want to celebrate it. I
know, Dre. I know.
I just so badly wished it was Gable. I just wished it was Gable because it was his moment. Sammy had his moments. I'm sorry. NXT, he had it at WrestleMania last year. This could have been Gable's like career defining moment. But you know what? Congrats to Sami Zayn. He still pulled off an amazing match. Amazing moment with the brain buster and everything like that. So he keeps making history. Hopefully now they're going to transition to, I see that they're doing something with Gable and Sammy next week and whatnot, but I just still have it in my heart that damn, it should have been Gable. So
I'll say this. If he would have just came out, I probably wouldn't have felt as the way that I did, but
yeah,
that fucking camera angle before coming up, they got me. They got my, and as soon as it happened, I said, yeah, I gotta go back on the podcast and I gotta address my words, because it was just, that shit got me immediately. Like, I knew it too. I said, I'm changing up everything right now. I knew it.
It was amazing.
Yeah, next on the card, we had about 40 minutes to an hour of absolutely nothing. It was very dumb, shit took way too long while it's freezing. And then we finally got into the main event.
So, being there live, what was they doing in that 40-minute gap?
Bro, there was random videos playing. It was just nothing. Like, it just literally took forever. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were doing. Shit was happening that we didn't need to happen. Like it was just literally nothing. It was dead air. It was ridiculous. But yeah, it's fine. It was whatever. So we got into the main event. Obviously, Seth and Cody saving their special entrances for the next night.
Of course.
And Roman. Rock's entrance was fire.
Literally.
Absolutely incredible. It was awesome. I will give The Rock his props. He looked very good. Took some bumps that I didn't expect him to take.
Nope.
The story was awesome with like flexing his power with you ring that bell and your ass is fucking fired, basically, like, or you keep counting your ass is fired, that made a lot that, we're tying loose ends there, and yeah, they did what they had to do. And we all obviously knew that the bloodline was going to win. Cody taking the fall from The Rock. Fantastic, because that will lead to other future issues. So yeah, all in all, night one was cool, but it was hard to enjoy, but it was cool. And it set the table for the next night. What were your thoughts on the main event?
So basically, like I said, as far as the match itself, it was nice. We had our little moments. I like you said, wasn't expecting The Rock to do that much, but he went out his way to do what he could do. So him and Seth fighting off by themselves to the crowd, Roman and Cody fighting by themselves all over the place and things like that. Like, it was good. And then the finish of Cody like getting the rock bottom and the people's elbow and losing clean. It's like, okay. Yeah.
It was. We saw it. We knew it coming. We knew it was coming. So yeah, night one, fine. Yeah, it was okay. It was cool. It was cool. But that motherfucking night two, Dre. Oh my God. The tone was set. Opening up with that world title match. Which was, listen, the amount of story that is playing out on night two was spectacular. Okay? Just say that. Drew, obviously, I think most people had Drew winning.
Uh-huh.
And he deserved it. And the moment of Seth looking at him crying, saying, "You fucking deserve it," was amazing. And I loved how he came out the gate with the Claymore. Just out the fucking, and took him a few to make sure he sat his ass down. Match was dope. Match was super dope. Drew won in front of people. Feel good moment. Now, here's where we get into this stuff we like to call storytelling. All Drew, and I'm sure many people have seen the video of the black chick yelling at Drew watching WrestleMania, saying, all you had to do was leave. That's all you had to do. You just had to leave. And you almost made it. But that man hates CM Punk so fucking much that he needed to go over there and rub this title win in his face. All you had to do was leave. Or if you want to go further, all you had to do was not do the crotch chop. Punk would have sat there if you didn't do the crotch chop.
Yep.
So then Punk said, "Nah, nigga, you ain't coming over here telling me to suck it. We don't do that in these Chicago streets. I'm from O Block." So Punk wiped his ass from underneath, hit him with that arm brace he got. In comes Damian Priest. And now we got a new world heavyweight champion, because because Drew just couldn't take his ass home.
New Borica champion at that too.
So now out of this, we have obviously Drew's gonna want to get his lick back on Priest, but now this just furthers Drew and CM Punk. So
Oh yeah, big time.
yeah, great way to start off night 2. Amazing way to start off night 2.
And that's going to be one of those robberies that just doesn't need a title. Like when
That's right.
Punk came back, obviously the deal was Punk versus Rollins. We was all excited for that, but now it just seems like we just transitioned and now more excited for Punk versus McIntyre, which we didn't know that was going to be the best route, but here we are. So
yeah,
I love it.
So next up we had the 6-man street fight.
Yes.
Which I popped for Bubba Ray Dudley. I'm a Dudley guy. So
Yeah.
I was very excited. I literally just saw him the night before, or the day before at the Busted Open party. So, I got to see him with Devon in the ECW arena, which was an event in its own. So him coming out in Philly, WrestleMania, was fucking awesome. I went ballistic for it. Match was fun. It did what I expected. We just, got some weapons, bunch of people fighting. I didn't expect carrying, our friend carrying Nathaniel Cross to be getting all up in Uncle Bubba's face like that. But that's his black. That's the black in carrying that he be resulting to. But yeah, those glasses came on, and it's what people were talking about, like the little table mishap. They didn't let that stop them. They just went and got another fucking table. Said, fuck it. Run it back. I don't care. It was awesome. It was a great time. Snoop on commentary. Big thumbs up to that too. That was fun. Yeah. What did you think?
So, of course, I'm just going to be biased because our best friend in this podcast is carrying Nathaniel Cross. I'm just going to be happy that he at least had his WrestleMania debut and his WrestleMania moment going up against the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, going face to face with ECW legend in Philly and things like that. So, of course, we want him to always have the win and build up to something bigger, but it was a nice payoff to the feud that they had. So
I will say this. Montez hitting from the heavens through the table and Lashley making the pin. I want that to eventually be a thing of the fuck's your problem.
I will say another hot take that I said to only one person, maybe two people in the room later on in the show, as soon as we get to that.
Yeah.
You thought you was going to eat? Put it down. Put it down.
now you eat that. You eat that.
You caught me mid chicken shawarma.
Nah,
eat that shawarma.
Turned into an ASMR type of podcast. Go ahead.
Hey guys,
that aluminum foil.
Hey guys, I'm Blake. Now I mean, welcome to the only podcast that's more raw than Monday night. I mean, and welcome
that's
to the only place that's higher than when OJ Simpson might be going. Anyway,
God,
what we talking about?
Now, we just talked about the 6-man with the Black Power group and the Antichrist group. So
yes, so we're talking about the 6-man with Devon Dudley, the most randomest referee of all time, came out of nowhere. But
listen, we're in Philly. We needed a Dudley. We got the job done.
We could have got Spike. We could have.
I would have been happy.
No,
but Spike would have probably got his ass beat the whole match. He's just a referee.
Hey exactly. Man, you know what? He can still take the bumps because I just seen that. I guess they revamped FBI in TNA.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
So,
Duran, we already talked about it, but obviously, me and you, with the outside WWE stuff that we watch, can you just give me your feedback on Sami Zayn hitting the top rope brainbuster?
Bring back power. I'm not gonna lie.
How-
I know
how
people
great.
gonna be like, oh, he didn't hit that correctly, or oh, I'm happy he hit it at all.
I don't give a fuck what anyone has to say about it. I never in a million years thought we would see that in there.
Right.
Pause.
Right. So I'm not gonna lie. All I need now is for Kevin Owens to hit a package pile driver, and
That's literally what I said after it happened.
my CZW life is complete.
That's all I said afterwards. I said, this means Kevin Owens can hit a fucking package pile driver. I'll be thrilled.
I mean, like I said, so I know I missed out on a lot. We're basically 41 minutes in at the rush home from the gym and getting Indian food. So had to get
That's
mad
all right.
cheese. Had to get mad cheese naan. Right. Shout out to the Maharaja. Somebody's offended. All right. So I got into the triple threat. Not triple threat, the 6-man tag. What was next? WrestleMania seems mad far away, and it was just last weekend.
Yeah, because wrestling just keeps on moving.
Yep.
Up next is LA Knight, versus the phenomenal AJ Styles with his trash ass new theme song.
No.
It's not horrible. And just
It ain't good.
Just a little quick thing. Every time, this is like a little tidbit from me, a little personal thing. Every time I'm at the airport and then they have you stand in that little machine to where you spread your feet, put your hands
Bro,
up.
tell me you do that because I do it too.
Every single time I do the AJ Styles pose.
Yes, bro. I swear to God, I did that shit today. All right, I flew home today from Charlotte, and I got in there.
Every single time. This,
That's great.
It never fails. So yeah,
That's amazing.
But
yeah, I enjoyed it. It seemed they had a personal fight. It seemed personal to me. That translated well on camera. That they don't like each other. The lead up with them like fighting at like WWE World, and like AJ bleeding, AJ calling him like a motherfucker and all that, fuck you up, and LA Knight called him a pussy and all this other shit. I'm like, these niggas don't like each other, bro. Like I was in. I'm like, they don't like each other.
Just invested. Yeah, they was really going off. But the match, it did well. Like I wasn't expecting it to not be a good match. Like they still premier athletes in their 40s doing the best that they can do, and it's turned out to be amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I thought it turned out great. I thought it turned out exactly what it was, a grudge match. That's what it was. It wasn't supposed to be some, 5-star clinic. This was a grudge match between niggas who don't like each other. And that translated that these motherfuckers don't like each other. Like ain't nobody just pulling up the mat to try to pile drive somebody on it in a regular 5-star clinic.
Exactly.
Right? You do that to somebody you trying to bury. Somebody you trying to put 6 feet. Like they did what they had to do, and I loved it. So yeah. After that, we got the triple threat for the United States Championship. And I believe you called it, Dre. Did you say Randy or did you said Randy?
No, I said Logan was definitely retained.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, the only reason that I really, after Sammy won, I really wanted Kevin to win because I wanted to recreate Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit from WrestleMania 20 with Sammy and Kevin. I just really would have loved that. But Logan Paul is unfucking deniable, man. He is. And he won in great fashion. Loved the finish. Absolutely loved the finish.
Shout out to WWE for trying to go as current as they can with the most random appearance of I Show Speed in the show.
Yo,
because why was he barking?
That's his thing, I think.
Yeah, that's his thing. He goes barking at people, at himself. That's his thing, and he got his ass literally kicked.
Right, and then I guess after he got RKO'd, they bought him a Tesla truck.
after he was fucking Spartan kicked by fucking Randy Orton.
All right, so here's my hot take of the hour. People gonna get mad, whatever. Deron and Brian already looked at me crazy when I said it. I'm gonna stand on it again. Currently, if we're going by technicality of the definition of what this move is, Logan Paul currently has the best frog splash, better than Montez.
Absolutely fucking not. Shut the fuck up. I don't even want to
Montez,
talk about this. Move on.
Montez. I'm going back to what Deron said. He wanted to say Montez gets high. Okay, cool. So did RVD. That's great. Like, if we're talking about frog
what are you
Bitch,
what are
you
you
know I say
qualifying
that
it?
shit.
What
You know I
about
say
it?
that shit, bitch.
What are you
even say?
qualifying it as the best for? What does he do that makes you say it's the best?
What does he do in the air? He literally does exactly what a frog splash is supposed to do. Split, bang, actual split. Like, Montez just gets high. That's great. I'm not
It
discrediting
doesn't
Montez.
have to be a split to be. First of all, a more normal frog splash is when it's like hands together, bringing your knees to your chest through almost through the hole of your arms. That is more frog splash than fucking splitting the legs, bro. Stop it.
All right.
Don't you come on here with this bullshit.
Hold on.
No. You ain't. I don't even want to talk
Hold on.
about this with you, bro. That's
Listen.
crazy.
Just
This
listen.
may be the dumbest shit you ever said, Dre. I'm gonna be
Okay,
honest.
That's cool. But as people who know what, like, the original of the frog splash is who? We're not going to say Eddie Guerrero. He got it from Art Barr. Art Barr did his frog splashes the way that it's supposed to be done. Eddie Guerrero adapted it and made it his own, which is the hands closed, knees up, and that's what we've known as frog splashes our whole lives. But I'm saying the original person, Art Barr, did his frog splashes like that. That's all there is to it.
That does not mean that Logan Paul has the best frog splash, sir. Because it looks more like Art Barr. You're
The
basing that
originator
because
of the
it looks
frog
like
splash?
Art Barr,
The originator of the frog splash?
bro.
The person that created it?
Bro, stop it,
Gentlemen.
Nigga, that was a toe touch.
stop, bro.
That was a toe touch,
Move the
nigga.
fuck on. I'm done talking about this with Dre. Move on. Hello, Jay.
What's happening? Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Damn, I gotta go with Dre on this one, dog.
This nigga just came in just to be controversial for the whole goddamn show. Move on.
My
Move
brothers,
on.
how y'all doing, man? I miss y'all, bro. What's going on, man?
I
Yeah,
listen to the peach
I'm
fudge
great,
having
Jay, right?
motherfucker. I don't listen to people with beards. Fuck this peach fudge wearing motherfucker. I don't trust this bitch ass. I'm sorry, Jay. How you doing? I miss you. How you doing, man?
Man, chilling, bro. Chilling, man. Damn, I wish y'all could have been there for WrestleMania, man.
Well,
I'd
Daniel
love
was.
to, but
I
life,
was there.
Yeah, Daniel
Bruh.
was there. Me and Dre had different plans, apparently.
Wait, what?
I was at WrestleMania.
Did or did I not say, yo, if you gonna be there, please hit me up? Y'all words was, oh, Dre, yeah, I was like, y'all got something to do with New York, and then like Daniel, bro, like you was like, oh yeah, I ain't gonna make it because you know what I'm saying, me and the girl, da. I'm like, all right, cool, bro, I didn't even know. It's okay, cool. Now you telling me you
Nah,
was there?
nigga, I ain't never say I wasn't going, Chief. I definitely didn't say I wasn't going.
Boy, let me find a video where I know y'all record these
check the
conversations.
tapes. I never said I wasn't going.
I'm checking the tapes because the thing is, if I would have known you was gonna be there, bro, you could have been with me in the, you know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, I know you're popular, so my stories don't pop up on your Instagram probably because you know you're Mr.
Bro, I told you I
J
was
Movie
going
Mania,
over,
you
boy.
know?
You could have messaged me, dog.
I'm just saying, bro. Right? Now I'm glad I didn't with this hot take you coming in here out the gate with. Like,
Come on,
this is
man.
crazy.
Listen, though, man. Did you see the hype
Crazy.
that boy Logan Paul got up there, bro? Like,
Yeah, it was all right.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, though, bro. Like,
Now it's all right.
It's
you
all
know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll give you number 2. I'll give you that.
who's
I'll
number
give
one?
you number 2.
Who's
Montez
number one?
Ford.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you.
Montez Ford.
In the words of Wesley
Literally-
Snipes, he always said, "Always bet on black." So, I ain't gonna lie. Logan Paul frog splash is pretty solid, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'll give him.
Is it
I'll
better
give
than
him number 2.
Is it better than Montez Ford's though?
That's what you said when you came in agreeing with Dre.
Oh, I did? No, bro, I
That's
can't do
what
that,
you
bro.
agreed
Montez
to.
Ford is number 1, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Montez Ford
All
number
right.
1, Logan Paul number 2, and Eddie Guerrero number 3.
All right, Jay. Well, now I'm happy you're here. I'm glad to see you. I'm sorry for how aggressively I took it when you came in. I respect you
No,
dearly,
Montez Ford's the
and
first
now we
person
can
I
tell,
ever seen get that high with that, bro. So I got to give
bro.
respect
He
where respect.
comes down with impact. The way he sells it after landing on you, Dre.
Oh,
Shut
yeah,
the fuck up and move on.
he sells it perfectly.
Sir, you're the only one talking about it.
Logan
Shut
Paul.
up, Jay.
What? What?
Hold on.
Do you want
He
to say
gets hot.
something, Gio?
Hello,
What up, Gio?
everybody.
What's
That's
up?
right. It is. Stand on business.
Gonna go back to my podcast now. Anyways, I told I told Dre that frog splash was beautiful, right? And he deserves to be a part of Kenny Dykstra and the rest of them hype squad niggas.
Had no idea Kenny Dykstra was a producer in WWE. By the way.
I know that. But no, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that wasn't even a frog. It was just a toe touch. It was just a very large extended toe touch.
Yeah,
Claimed
Yeah,
at the
bro.
frog splash.
my boy did touch some toes.
Bro, listen, number 2. It ain't bad to be number 2, but that nigga Montez, come on, son. Like,
Nah, bro.
no.
Montez Frog
I don't
Splash
know what
is
the
something.
fuck Dre talking about.
That boy
That's
get
the most
Air Jordan
disrespectful shit
hang
Dre
time.
said.
All right,
That's
Dre.
what I'm saying, bro.
What's your second take, Dre?
Second take? No, that was it.
I got a hot take.
I got a hot take though.
Oh.
Dre, did you like that phone call I gave you?
Cool,
Was I
fuck.
not telling the truth, my brother?
Cool, fuck me, I guess.
Oh, it was come on, Duran. We love you, bro.
I'm sorry.
Deron, you're gonna get your take in. But yes,
Sorry.
the phone call was everything. Everything that happened, you said was going to happen. So we got that in right now.
Was this what you talked about last week when you said you had some insider news from someone we didn't want to say who it was, even though everybody knew who the fuck you were talking about?
Nah, man. His ass called Dre that Sunday and was like, "Yo, I'm chilling in the telly, and this man Tomatonga's in Philly," and we was like, "Fuck out of here." Friday
Ooh.
happens.
It had
Which
to.
obviously we're going to get to that in a little bit as well too.
Yeah, we about to wrap this WrestleMania up. Bailey and Io next. We just speed through that. It was a good match. It was a good back and forth. Io is incredible. Crowd was severely behind Bailey, and Bailey needed that win and had her moment, and it was great.
Yep.
Definitely was nothing much on that one. And then obviously the main event.
The main fucking event, bro. The main event. We had all the pomp and circumstances. We had all the bells and whistles. We went from East Coast to West Coast. We got it all.
Wait,
except for one thing.
Wait. Before did we already say how depressing Jay versus Jimmy was?
We sure as hell did.
Cool. Just cool. That hype, that video package.
Heartbreaking. I'm my brother's keeper. I am not my brother's keeper. Look like y'all niggas need to keep each other. All right. Like,
it look like y'all, as they say in the black community, y'all need to keep on keeping on. That's what y'all need to
that's
do.
a fact. So
but yeah, this main event.
This main fucking event,
all
bro.
because Stone Cold wanted more money. We couldn't get to Stone Cold. But
bro,
this main event.
Are we sure that's the truth?
Yeah,
that's what I'm
say.
hearing.
I don't know.
That's what I'm
saying,
hearing.
but...
They couldn't agree upon an amount. So
honestly, I'm gonna be I think that man ain't want to come anyway, bro. The reason being is because Philly's cold, and mind you, that man old, bro. Steve,
he live in Vegas. That boy live in Vegas.
If Undertaker could have made it with both hip replacements, Steve could have done it. All he got to do is throw a boot and
was already there though, chilling. Bro, the man was in the clubhouse. What them things called in the arena, a clubhouse, ain't it? Like what's it called? The
suites.
The suites. He was already up there chilling.
True. Well, he had a one-man dead show up there. He was there.
Yeah, so he was already up chilling, bro. From what I was told, is that man was sitting there chilling and got told, "Hey, Undertaker, do you mind going down there?" And da. He was like, "Well, I ain't doing nothing else, so all right, cool."
Get that bag real quick. Quick bag.
So
A very quick bag for him.
that was Undertaker was very last minute. That man was
Well,
legit chilling, watching WrestleMania.
I'll
No
say
plans to
this
come down at
though.
all.
The entrances for Roman and Cody, spectacular. Especially Roman's. Roman's was godly.
Yeah.
And like me being the musician, like that shit was godly. I loved every second
I
of it.
will say I wanted, like, if it wasn't cold, then I guarantee that performance would have been even 10 times better. It would have sounded so
Yeah,
much better.
I enjoyed it. But let me just say this: before anybody interfered in this
Close the door,
match,
baby.
the match was already hitting.
Yeah.
The match was already hitting before the pomp and circumstances.
This man Roman was like, "Oh, y'all say I can't wrestle? Don't worry, I got you. Let me
He
hit you with
definitely
these.
reminded.
Let me hit you
He
with these
reminded
moves."
niggas. He
Mhm.
definitely reminded niggas. A fun fact: when when Cody pulled the table out and then Roman hit him with the drive-by, I looked over at my man's. I said, "Now, if I was Roman, I'd take that table and slide it right back underneath that ring." And then Roman took that table and slid it right back underneath that ring. And I was like, "That's good heel booking right there." But yeah, bro, Roman being Roman, and when he hit that crossroads, he's just sitting there like he's like, that move sucks. That move doesn't beat anybody. That shit, yo, Roman is a savage, bro. But yes, the match was hitting before we even got into all the side plates.
Mhm.
Oh,
Man, honestly, bro, I love the pop that Brandy Rose got. You know what I'm saying?
oh
Like,
yeah.
boy, when she came out and the crowd just went extra wild, like, yo, I loved it. I loved it.
Was this her first time being showcased in WWE
Yeah.
television?
Yeah.
Well, in like
Well,
ever
no,
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 no, no,
ever
not ever,
since
but
Roman's
in
time.
like, yeah, like in recent
since
times,
Cody came back, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And when he gave the belt, because first of all, on TV, I mean, in the arena, I didn't know. But when he gave the belt to some old black dude, I said, "Who the hell is this old nigga right here?" I'm like, I don't know who
I ain't
Cody
gonna
gave his
lie. I
belt
ain't gonna lie. When I first seen it, I say, Mama Rose.
to. That's
Like I
what I thought.
know,
I'm
like
like,
who
I know they say Dusty was a black man. I was like, Mama Rose went full in on this one,
for real.
Yeah,
but
gave that nigga Otis. It's
bro,
Otis.
I literally said, bro, I'm like, as I said to my mans, I said, I know he got an old black nigga name too. It's gonna be something like Cletus or like Willie Lee or some
Yo,
shit like that. And then they said
oh,
Otis. I said, I told you.
There you go.
oh, man, but yeah, man, nah, man, it was, yo, man, that thing was, it was something good, bro. Like that, man, that freaking main event, bro. Granted, I wanted Austin to come out, but when you look at everything, Roman don't have no history with Austin. Everybody that showed up, Roman has history with.
Yeah.
So I
And
was like,
even seeing people tie it back as people are like, oh, like, and Heyman was in Lesnar's corner when Lesnar broke the streak. So that's a good reason for Roman
Undertaker.
to come, for Taker to come out and do this, that, and the third. And I was like, well, yeah, you kind of
I
right.
ain't gonna
Kind of
lie,
right
bro.
there.
The dots was connected that night, bro. Like hands freaking down.
Let me tell you something. That shit was great.
Yeah.
Having Cena come out with Solo and then Rock and Cena doing the turn. Dre knows I was losing my fucking mind.
Cena
It
got
was
his
beautiful.
ass whipped.
He did.
Cena got just his shit clocked.
And then he said, Rock came out and was like, anybody else touch him, I'm gonna fuck them up and I'm gonna fuck you up. You know what? Cursing Rock, I love it. Bring the final boss back. I need that at all times.
Oh, he's coming back.
The main event was fucking phenomenal. And yes, we got it. What we need to do is talk about Seth Rollins.
Oh my God. Yo, that
'Cause
man.
Our boy Seth,
Was
He
not expecting
told-
the Shield music.
he told these niggas, first of all, people who thought it was Moxley, I was like, that's crazy. No, I did not for 1 second think it was John Moxley. But
He was too busy being a trendsetter.
yeah, but Seth coming out to the Shield music, Seth telling Cody from the get-go, there's only one person suited to be your Shield. So this man came out suited from the Shield. And once again, Roman, you could have easily just hit Cody and retained your title, but he hates Seth so much from what he did 10 years ago that he took that shot when he fucking could. That's how much he risked his title because of pure hatred.
Oh, mind you, remember, was it? No, it was 2020. Was it 2022 or was it early 2023 when he faced Seth? And Seth came out,
2022, day one, baby.
yeah, and Seth came out to the Shield music and everything. Roman didn't forget that, bro. Roman didn't forget
And
that.
also, let's not forget that of all of Roman's title defenses, he lost one because he got himself disqualified. And who was that against? It was Seth freaking Rollins. And that is why Seth, at that press conference for WrestleMania, Seth said to him, he said, "I'll beat your ass any day of the week. I do it every time." Because Roman to this day has still not beaten Seth in a big match situation.
Which is crazy.
We telling stories, man. This is a telenovela out here.
Man,
All right.
Listen, bro.
So
All I
yes,
know is the storytelling that has been happening since Triple H took over, and the storylines that is destined to come within the next 20 years, bro. Bro, let's just sit back and enjoy this ride.
absolutely. We are.
Real quick
Go ahead,
before
Dre.
real quick before we move on to Raw and SmackDown, a little bit NXT. Daniel, question for you because you was there for
Yes,
both
sir.
events, for both stories being finished.
You called
So
me.
so Cody Rhodes finishing his story or Kofi Mania?
I actually had this conversation with someone. Kofi was a win for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Cody for the win. That was for the world. That was for America. That was for the globe. That was for Earth. So any person who's not black, I understand why they would say Kofi, why they would say Cody. Kofi's more important to me as a black man who loves this wrestling business. But Cody is number 2.
Mm.
If I wasn't a black man who watched that story, it would easily be Cody because they did this shit down to perfection. Closing the show. Kofi didn't even get to main event. Kofi means more emotionally and personally, but Cody meant a lot emotionally because of WrestleMania 39 and everything in between. So yeah, that's where I lay on that.
That's a good take.
Kofi's for the niggas.
Deron, did you ever get your hot taken?
Yeah, my hot take was that Jimmy versus Jay was ass.
Oh,
Oh,
that wasn't.
that's not hot. That's not hot, brother. That's
That was the truth.
that's not hot.
Was that
Yeah,
is
no,
that,
that's
is that
not hot.
lukewarm? My lukewarm take is that it was ass.
Yeah,
That was a cold
that's
take.
room temp. That's room temp right there, bro. There ain't
My
nothing hot about
room
that.
temp unpoland springed water is that it was ass.
Yeah,
He
no, yeah, that
double
was
cheeked up.
cheeks. Yeah,
It was Miss B Nasty levels of ass.
that was Dre on that was Dre on a Tuesday. That's what it was.
That was
That
in
is
the
crazy.
hotel room. I still got the picture. Levels of ass.
That's crazy. That's wild.
In fact, I'll show you right now.
All right. So where's that thing at? Where's it?
Yeah. So Cody winning.
Yes,
Yes, I cried. His post interview, I cried. I want to shout out Roman Reigns kicking that reporter bitch out like a gangster. So yeah, WrestleMania
him
40
getting
night
that
2.
watch back was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know
WrestleMania
how he
night
did
2, light years better than night 1. Like not even in the same atmosphere. But yeah, it was a definitely every match did its fucking thing on night 2, and it was one of the greatest WrestleMania nights of all time for sure. So,
All right. So now we go to the Raw after WrestleMania. What just stands out for me, honestly, is just the NXT. I won't say call ups, but just showing up. Basically, we got a match from Ilya Dragunov against Shinsuke Nakamura. Not expected. Perfection. That was
very
great.
good.
Roxanne Perez faced off. I forgot who she faced off against, but she wrestled. And of course, we started the show with the new champion Cody Rhodes, and then we got the Rock with his toy belt coming out, and
Longest segment in
Watch
fucking
your mouth.
history.
Watch your mouth. It's not a toy belt.
That shit took way too long.
What does he have that belt?
Way too
What does
long.
he have that belt for, Duran?
He got
He didn't win.
because he's the people's champ, and the people's
But,
champ
but not.
got a belt from the people's champ's wife.
But Cody is the people's champ now.
Yeah, but do you have an Ali belt, Dre? You don't.
Who made that belt? Was it Ali or was it The Rock himself? It said,
If it
"Hey,
was-
give me this belt."
It
it
definitely
was-
wasn't Ali.
First of all, if it was Ali, the belt would have been shaken up. So
That's enough. That's moving on. Moving on. Right now. Moving on. That beginning segment with The Rock was way too long, and I never want that shit to happen ever again. That shit went till like 8:45.
I heard OJ said it was a killer belt.
Oh my fucking god, Duran. But yes, Dre, we had some good NXT showcases. Great strong promo from Cody Rhodes. And then this whole handing something over to him, which we later found out what it was, but
Wait, what was it?
it was the watch.
No, I thought he got to watch WrestleMania
No.
night.
He had custom watches made for him, Cody, Seth, and Roman. Oh wait, sorry, him, Rock, Seth, and Roman.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he gave that back. So
He got
it was
two
cool.
watches.
Main event was dope. Little to see who's going to be number one contender, and my man CM Punk.
Oh,
This
yeah.
man is Drew is gonna end up in a straitjacket because of CM Punk. All right, this man came out, held his leg down, just laughing at him. And now main event Jey Uso is our number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash in France.
I'm just happy that Ricochet is getting more TV time.
Yes, sir. He had a great show. That 450 through the announce table killed his whole abdomen, but he was good.
I know everyone also had a pop for when the Judgment Day was holding up their titles, and here comes R-Truth with his tag title.
Bro,
Bro, protect this man at all
costs.
times, bro. I love him. He said, I brought the tag team titles back to the Judgment Day, y'all. Yo, God, I love him. I love him. But yeah, that was great
also,
too.
Shout out to Rhea Ripley for not having a concussion after having that steel chair got ramped in.
Oh man, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I died laughing when I first seen this.
Good Lord.
I'm excited for where that's gonna go too. I'm excited for. I think Liv and Rhea can really do something really cool. So
Yeah, she threw the shit out that chair.
but she had to get her lick back.
Yeah,
So
bro, I ain't gonna lie, boy. That chair shot was hilarious as shit, bro.
Love it. Absolutely love
Hilarious.
it. NXT, we could talk. I need to get into this AEW nonsense, Dre.
oh yeah, let's get into it.
Wait,
NXT.
how long is the show? How long is the show?
Oh my god.
We'll probably go
We
for
gotta go soon.
yes, but just real quick on NXT. Great. The 1 week I'm not in Orlando, our best friend Karrion Kross is there. I hate it, but you know,
Oh,
Right.
we'll see.
he's coming back. He's coming back though. He's coming back.
Yeah. So we'll see him next week. But good job,
Yeah,
NXT.
Hey,
Yeah,
but Dre, but
so
Dre,
now
my face, he ain't the only one. Prepare yourself.
Shoot.
I can't wait to be like Jay when I grow up. I'm still growing up because fuck Ronda Rousey because she didn't get time to practice. Anyways, Daniel,
Yes.
take it away, Chief.
Listen. My man CM Punk went on Ariel Helwani's show. All right. He went on the show and all he did was answer questions. He didn't go out of his way to talk about shit. He answered fucking questions. Okay, that's it. That's literally it. He told the story about what happened. No big deal, right? So then during WrestleMania weekend, we get the news that Tony's going to air the all-in footage. Everyone's like, well, this sounds fucking stupid. Why would you do that? What good can come of this? And all you're doing is proving that WWE lives in your fucking head rent-free because you're a psychotic cokehead who doesn't know what to do with himself. So, and I haven't tuned into AEW live in, I couldn't even tell you how long. I watched that on a playback, skimming through. I tuned in live because I needed to see what all this rah-rah was about for this video. Literally watched the video. Literally everything CM Punk said is what happened. Didn't lie. There's fucking crybabies on the internet talking about, oh, he punched him. People obviously don't know what the difference between a push and a punch is.
Right.
And then people are like, you don't assault someone at work, no matter what they're saying, blah, blah, blah. All those people are probably people who've never been in a goddamn fight before.
Facts.
Okay? Because ain't nobody talking disrespectfully in my face like that. Like, it's just not happening. If I approach you calmly and you're coming back in a negative manner like that I'm taking as disrespect, and you up in my face talking shit, like, yeah, it's like that. We on that type of time. So the fact that he shoved him, locked him in a headlock, and it was broken up, goes and lunges at Tony just to tell him, hey, you ain't shit. I fucking quit this place, then still went out and wrestled. What did AEW think was going to happen? It was literally fucking pointless and stupid. Tony Khan is a moron. Also, just to get on this other part, Will Ospreay, you're a great wrestler. You are on the way to becoming the top babyface of the AEW. Triple H, not on television, on the Pat McAfee show, simply talked about people not wanting to work the schedule, which is the fucking reason you literally put out on the internet is why you did not sign. This isn't coming out of nowhere. You literally told us you're not signing here because of the schedule. So you want to be upset that Triple H is saying that people don't want to, if you don't want to do the grind, then we don't really want you here. That's just, he's not talking about you as a character, not as a person. He's literally just saying, if you don't want to do this grind, we don't fucking want you. Big fucking deal.
Facts.
For you to then take that while you're talking to Renee Paquette, who is historically known as being friends with Stephanie McMahon.
Yep.
And you're going to go on that microphone to take a personal dig at a man who simply talked about the fact that you didn't want to do the grind. That brings you fucking way down the totem pole as a human being. Because that was fucking dumb. Back to the AEW shit. It did nothing for them. Do you know what their rating was this week, Dre?
817,000, right?
Well, still not
819. 819. You did fucking nothing. And then guess what?
Wait.
Your episode after WrestleMania, what's your main event out of fucking nowhere?
Like 819 people?
No,
819,000.
819,000.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'm stupid.
Still not.
This nigga Tony's tweeting out like it was some major success. Ratings were up this much percent. That's because your ratings have been lacking in general, guy. Your main event is your Samoan World Champion versus a Rhodes out of nowhere?
Crazy.
What are you doing?
Bro, we all know what Tony Khan is doing.
He is a
That's
fucking...
it. He's sniffing cocaine, bro. That's what he's on.
He is a fucking moron.
And if you see Tony Schiavone's face,
oh my god,
disappointed.
Somebody
put flashbacks.
Somebody put a side by side picture of 2000.
Yeah, him at Bash at the Beach.
Yeah,
and then
him now. Bro,
he had Vince Russo flashbacks immediately.
Yep, cue this nigga Vince Russo coming out yelling Booker T's the new champion.
Yeah.
So yeah, so to wrap it up, all I'm saying is that anybody who agrees that Punk was in the wrong, you're soft, you're definitely not black, and you've never been in a fight in your life.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. From what I've been seeing from a lot of AEW heads, they are disappointed in Tony Khan.
Oh yeah, and they
Even his
should
own
be.
fan base is like, bro, like, yeah, that was a dumb move.
It
pointless.
was a dumb move.
Also, let me say one more thing. Clearly in the video, the man yoked up Jack Perry. Like there's no debating that. Jack Perry wants to come out with the Chicago flag and a jacket that says Cry Me a River. Bro, ain't nobody taking you serious. Nobody. I literally see memes of niggas being like, well, after seeing that video, I might as well go slide in Anna J's DMs because the fuck's Jack Perry gonna do about it?
Damn.
That's literally what people are saying.
I mean, listen, bro. I made a video, bro. Listen, I don't think Tony Khan's to blame. I don't think Jungle Boy or CM Punk. I think the producer, okay, that was behind CM Punk is to blame for that, bro. That's just my take. I don't care what nobody says.
Meanwhile, Hook was confused the whole time.
Bro.
Hook was in Hook don't break character for that.
Cook was eating chips, just sitting
Hook
there.
said, Nah,
Chris
bro. Yeah,
Hero,
CM Punk stood on business. I don't think he was in the wrong at all. He didn't lie about literally any of it. And yeah, Tony's an idiot for airing that. It was literally stupid. And it did nothing for your brand, but bring it down. And
the
people
Young
are
Bucks were
shitting
so
all over
confident.
it.
And
The
there
Young
was
Bucks
literally
were so confident on that video.
Yeah, I don't know if the Young Bucks had a say into any of this as well too. I know they was trying to make some type of storyline with FTR out of it as well. I don't know. As I just sent you guys, Duran and Daniel, the video of Kenny Omega talking. Like basically, he said as an EVP, he really has no control. Like he hasn't done any of the booking in the past 4 years, whether that's true or not. He hasn't done any of that.
I believe Kenny.
Anything that's shown on TV, he has no control of that and stuff like that. So, like, even if you got your own people that's saying, look, I don't got no control of stuff that goes on and this and that, I don't got no beef with Punk, that's another shining the light of like, what the fuck is AEW or Tony Khan doing? Like, what's going on right now? So,
yeah,
he needs to
it's
just
crazy.
Listen, he just needs to be the person signing the checks and not doing creative.
That's
exactly the problem. That is the problem.
They just need to stop having one monitor on AEW and another monitor on WWE. Keep yourself and your company as the primal focus.
Mm-hmm.
Stop throwing jabs every single second that you get a chance. And for the people that's going to say, oh, WWE throw jabs too. It's not on an every week basis. You get little stuff here and there, and it's barely even anything. Like, you can say the whole Triple H comment at the panel, and then after that, you can go way back to when Sami Zayn said, oh, let's talk about AEW or some shit like that, or Triple H calling the piss hand company. That's not even real shots, to be honest with you. Like, AEW has a long list of shots dating back to when they started.
Yeah.
And that was years ago. That was like the same year.
Yeah.
My thing is this, bro. Like I said before, and I say it again, when AEW first started, when they had Cody Rhodes, you know what I'm saying, Kenny, all of them, like the elite, you know what I'm saying, they had the chance to be competition to WWE. But now that Triple H has taken over and Tony Khan, I don't know what this man is doing. They are legit is like bro, I wouldn't be surprised if Triple H, you know what I'm saying, and TKO make an offer to Tony Khan, say, hey, bro, we'll go ahead and buy AEW off you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
There's no competition left. There is
Yeah,
nothing.
it's none.
They have nothing. It's over with. There's no competition. Keep booking for the fans in the arena. Keep not telling stories. You're literally announcing match after match after match that literally means fuck all.
Nothing. Yeah.
Let me tell
you
you
don't
that
give
Cody
a fuck.
winning.
We're waiting for Hogan to come in.
Cody
That's how you know
winning.
it's the end of time.
Cody winning at WrestleMania. There is not one victory in all of AEW's history that meant more than Cody's victory. Not one.
I mean,
great.
You know what?
There's some better matches.
Coming from a black person, you know, I would love to see Swerve, you know what I'm saying, do his thing.
Oh, yeah.
Swerve would be
and
nice.
He's going to do that.
But that's it. Like, I mean, that's it.
But as of right now, like they're just not telling, and they're not doing it right. They're not doing it right.
They need to They need to redo themselves. They need a main event mafia. They need something. Even TNA's doing better than them niggas.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, man.
And they just fired the person that rebranded them as TNA. So,
shout out Scott Demore.
so like, yeah, AEW needs a restart. Tony Khan needs to stop doing that. Herb from UWF nose
Herb.
candy.
Yeah,
And nose candy.
That
that
nose
boy
candy.
doing that boy doing a white powder mountain.
Yeah, that Book of Sugar, that white girl. That snowfall.
Booger sugar.
I mean, all that shit.
Yeah.
Tony Khan needs to stop doing.
All right, so before we get out of here, let's just dive into this SmackDown real quick.
We ain't got to dive into shit. Nigga, Tomatonga's in there,
Bro.
and I'm fucking excited.
Listen, this is what I see coming. Jay's gonna end up coming back and helping his brother, but they ain't gonna be enough because Jacob Fatu is definitely gonna be in the building.
Nigga, you gonna need an army for Jacob.
Oh.
There's no stopping Jacob. And then if
And
you
then
get Jacob,
after
they
that-
might get a possible
And then
Zilla.
after that, Roman. But I'm gonna tell you my prediction. It could be true, could be not. I feel that after this whole bloodline feud is over with, I think Jacob and Zilla Fatu might end up coming to NXT.
I see Jacob. I don't know about Zilla yet. I know he's still fresh in the industry.
That's why
But-
I'm like, he might like if they sign him, because there's rumors that he is like, coming to WWE or he's already signed. As far as Zilla go, I would love to see him in NXT for right now. As far as Jacob go,
Zilla's definitely not
I've
main
seen
roster
a lot
yet.
of y'all want to see something funny, bro? Look at this. I just got a text on my phone. Hold on. Oh shoot.
I don't know.
Can y'all see that?
Sir,
Hold
is your
on.
internet sponsored by Cricket? What's going on here?
No, ain't that. Hold on, let me see if y'all get. Damn
Sir,
it!
the green, it's messing up
Oh
with the green.
shit!
Nothing don't make sense. Nothing don't make sense.
It's gonna
Call
make
this
sense in a
minute
minute.
from the TVA. Tell her to help you out.
Did you say my TV is very wild? Nah, I just got that text from this, bro.
Just read it.
Damn it.
Just read it.
Hold
You
on.
can't.
Damn it. There we
Whatever
go.
speech, just read the text, please.
Can't see
Now
it.
he's just frozen.
We
We're
don't
never-
lost this man.
We gotta
Brought to
finish.
you by America Online.
We gotta finish Jay's story. And what's the text?
Sir, did you open my man Jay got them old 2000 internet.
Oh, bro, I don't know what's going on, bro. All the kids on their phones, but no, bro, I just got a text from him.
Okay, from Omas.
Yeah, bro. But hey, y'all remember that message?
Yeah, I saw it.
Tonight.
Ah.
No. I'm just saying.
Okay, be on the lookout for the switcheroo.
It might end up happening.
Man, I don't know what to know anymore, man. I'm just waiting for Jay to show up on TV in the suit.
All we know is that Tamatanga is in the WWE and is aligned with Solo Sikoa, and
It's a beautiful thing, bro.
Roman Reigns is gonna come back as the biggest babyface.
Oh hell yeah.
And once we get back to Roman with the Usos,
Oh yeah.
But before we
done
even
deal.
get there, we are now going to have a reign of terror with the unhinged Solo Sikoa. This man just interrupted Paul Heyman, gave Jimmy a hug.
He
Say,
stopped
"I
the man
love you."
phone.
Yeah, he took the phone. Wait, what's that the thing? Yeah, they said call Roman Reigns. He was like, "Give me that shit," and he just
yeah,
stomped
he
on
took that shit right away.
him. Like. So yeah, Solo right now with the Rock and Roman being gone is going to be like the head nigga in charge for right now.
Oh yeah.
So when
That's
he
a
said
fact.
about orders of the tribal chief, he's either talking about himself or he's talking about the Rock. So
He's talking about the Rock. He got to be talking about the Rock. But like,
Oh.
how many months y'all think it's gonna be before Roman and the Rock comes back and show up?
I think Roman won't be back till fall. I think Roman's gonna take all summer off.
and I think at some
I can
point
see
this
Rock doing the same.
this new bloodline is going to, which is going to, I'd say, include Jacob Fatu with Tama Tonga and Solo. Eventually, got to go head to head with Roman in the original OG bloodline. So,
But the thing is
I
this though,
agree.
bro. Like I like Jacob, but I really don't want him called up to the main roster. Like I said, I seen some of his work, which is cool. But bro, he needs a little bit more work, dog.
Jacob is light years above Solo.
Okay. Okay.
Watch more of his work, please.
Oh, I watched it. Like I
Where,
No.
said,
where did you start?
there's a listen. WWE has a way of doing things, my brother. Have y'all not noticed this by now? What you do on the indies, it depends on where you come from and what you doing and how you doing it, bro. Yeah, like
Where
listen,
did you start?
I started from what, like shit. Damn, I'm gonna have to go back in my memory bank.
Man,
I'm gonna have to
Go
go back in my
back.
memory bank. I'm gonna have to
go
go
back.
in my memory bank.
He don't need no work. As long as Triple H let him do his own thing. Like, all right, so what? He might need more mic work. All right, he can be just a silent killer. Like it.
Solo
he's-
was quiet for 2 years.
Yeah, he's fine. And Solo don't have indie work.
But look what Solo started at though.
Solo
ain't
wasn't
started on
in
the main
NXT
roster.
that long.
Bro, how long? Bro, look what that man did at NXT.
What?
Oh, as the street champ?
Look what that
Stupid.
man did, bro.
What
Pay
what are
attention
you
to
referring to?
what his work, bro. His body of work at NXT. His body of work is
What's
actually pretty good. His the
what's
it's not. It's not that. It's not. He
it's
had. He
not
had a
bad,
couple
bro.
of.
It's not
You don't need
bad.
a lot.
he had a couple of them things. He
It's
ain't
not
have enough
bad,
to call it a body of work, to be honest.
bro. His body of work at NXT is actually pretty good. It's not bad
Hey,
at all.
we'll leave it at his run. His run in NXT was pretty good. Johnny Gargano has a body of work in NXT. Adam Cole has a body of work in NXT. Solo had a good run in NXT.
Listen, bro. Like I said, bro, Jacob Fatu needs to come to NXT.
If he does, he won't be there for long because he's
Yeah, of
going to.
course he won't be there for long. I'm not saying listen, I'm not saying keep him there, but to get some reps in, bring him to NXT. NXT
I
is
mean,
the developmental brand, bro. Like bring him to NXT for a couple of reps. I ain't saying
I-
keep him there. Hell, just keep him there for about 4 or 5 months.
that's too long.
No, it's not.
I mean, look what he did with Jade Cargill, bro. They just showed her off in NXT. She didn't wrestle.
Bro, Jade Cargill, bro, do you know how much work she was
Yeah.
putting in behind the scenes, bro? She was putting in a
He a whole
lot.
different
Oh,
people.
she was there at least at the PC 4 or 5 times a week.
And
Okay,
you would know
but
because
she
you're
also
right there with her.
she was training on the job in AEW. That
But
was
what
her
I'm-
first. That was her first thing. She didn't have
I know, but what I'm saying,
anything.
but okay, so y'all saying Jacob should go straight to the main roster, hands down. That's what.
If
that's
you
what I'm
if
saying.
you think that they just gonna throw Jade Cargill on the main roster and not Jacob, who actually has a body of work,
Never mind. Jay finna kill his kids. Never mind.
Anyways, I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Don't even worry
I
about
got
it.
the,
Kill that
he got
little
the black
guy.
dad mode
So-
real quick.
So here's what I think I see what Jay's talking about, but at the same time, like Jacob is ready for anything. He could get thrown into it and be ready for it. But obviously, I guess there's a difference between wrestling way and WWE way. I don't
Thank
know.
you, bro. There's a
I-
way, bro.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
I understand that, but do you think that that same perception doesn't apply to Tamatanga?
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. Like usually
Bro,
before they would just
Yeah.
put him in NXT, Tamatonga would be in that NXT, but Tamatonga's up there in age. They probably was just like, look, we already got a storyline built here. We're just going to put him here, and then that's that. We might have the same with Jacob Fatu. Now it's a whole different era with Triple H and all that, where
Yeah.
he just might get called up too. Personally, yeah, some
But
of us
ain't
would
gonna
like
lie,
to
in the
see him.
storyline, where is it going to make sense for Jacob to come?
When the Usos come back together.
But then Roman's coming back. So it's like, where is he gonna fit in that storyline, bro?
Or
Like-
hire Jacob now and get him ready for when Roman returns.
See, that can work, but that can only work if The Rock is not coming back, because then you would have that 3-on-3 match.
I don't think Rock's coming back until near Mania next year. Personally,
I can agree with that. I can go with that. I can definitely agree with that.
Like I said, right now we're having an unhinged Solo. He's going to be pushed back again like he was before. He took a lot of L's after that Cena match, which, whatever. But
approximately 36 of them.
So he could possibly be built up to be, Cody's challenger at some point, maybe SummerSlam or whatever. But, here's where we are. New era, new storyline, new bloodline, new everything. And we are cooking right now.
What a time to be alive, folks. What a time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, bro.
All right, I'm going to sign off of this bad boy, huh?
Well, listen, all I would say is this. Next year, I hope y'all boys going to WrestleMania, because, I'm definitely going, and, yeah.
I'm hearing rumors of Minnesota, so we'll see.
No,
no, it ain't no rumors. It's confirmed.
No, it's confirmed. Minnesota is next year, and then Vegas is 2026.
They announced it.
Minnesota, is that another open stadium or
no? It's closed.
I'm about to say, because nigga, I can't. That'd be 3 levels of cold, nigga. I'm good,
bro. I think they learned their lesson from Philly.
I'm bringing my lady to her first WrestleMania next year.
Oh yeah,
yeah, she's coming.
Okay, then my wife's coming. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely gonna be something to remember. And
so she's coming. Then she's gonna be there.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the 3D Wrestling Podcast. Thank you for joining us on a Saturday. No, it's a little change of pace there, but we will be back on our Wednesday schedule this coming week. My name is Daniel. You can follow me on Instagram at Daniel_Lamar and TikTok at Lamar Loves Wrestling. To my left or right, whichever way you're looking, we got the one and only maestro behind everything that we do here. That is Sir Dre Macon. You can follow him at Dre Macon and check out makingproductions.com. Diagonally from me, if he's over there, we got the one and only J Movie Mania. He knows everybody. They love him. Follow him at J Movie Mania. All that good stuff. And then beneath me, no Diddy, we got the one and only 2-ton titted tatty daddy, DJ King Apollo. You could find him at your nearest strip club and DJ settings and stuff like that. He also does stand-up. So you can follow him there. And make sure you follow us at 3D Wrestling Podcast on all platforms that you can find us. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back Wednesday, same 3D time, same 3D channel.
Yes.
That's my outro.
Yeah.